So welcome to another episode, the third episode of Raw and Candid with me, Professor Hamo, but you all know me as Morio, and my dearly beloved Stella Jimutai.
Hi. Hi guys.
Looking amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh,
it's by the grace of God.
I know.
Yes.
And a lot of work on me. Yeah. And then today we are joined by one person who has walked the journey with us. Because by the time watu wajue tuko na ngori ama nini tuna struggle, she was there. Tulikuja clinic mara mingi. So we usually came to Vika and would come here and see Dr. Susan Getao, a psychologist and an amazing mother. I have walked with you. Nimekuona ukiongelesha watoto. How you know when you go to people, ukienda kwa watoto, unakaa tu watu mnajibamba na wao. Nobody knows who you are. That is beautiful. So that you connect with them. You know, you can have all that knowledge, but you don't know how to translate
to connect,
it to
yeah. Oh yes.
So
wow.
I'm glad that we knew each other.
Yeah.
We used to do a show called Psychomedy, and we're going to do it again.
Yeah, we shall continue.
Yeah.
Now that you guys are here.
Yes, this is Psychomedy.
So before that, when kindly introduce Doc.
Yes, so I'm introduced as a psychologist. She's a lecturer at
that is African Nazarene University.
Kabisa.
And I also run a college that helps a lot the needy from this environment of Thika. We teach courses like housekeeping because most of the teen mothers and young people that I support from the villages around here, that is Kiandutu, Gashagi, Kiganjo, we have thought right now they can get jobs in people's homes and get paid well if they have housekeeping skills. And in the housekeeping skills, we are also having to train them on baby care. Yes. Like if a baby gets that, you know, great, what can they do if the mother is not there? So that it can be marketable.
Oh yes.
So because we've been doing the hair dressing and cosmetology course, but now we are also thinking we could help those ones who want to work in a home environment.
Oh yes.
I also run life skills courses with you have met Kina Kagondu Junior and Paul Wangari. Both of them we train in life skills, especially for the Form 4 leavers. But the Africana College gives us that housing, gives us the facilities, so that by the time they go to university, they don't end up dying before graduating, or even getting into drugs or losing focus. We also do it because there are those who are supposed to join university, but maybe they are admitted for courses they don't like and they don't want. So we help you very quickly to actually change. So I have mentioned two things in one. Yes. Because Susan Getao Counseling Foundation does not only offer free counseling services for the vulnerable and the needy, but we also pick the people we are supporting through counseling. Yes. And then I just look at the way we met, and I'm very happy then you brought me her. Although you brought her to me in tears. But I'm so happy today you have brought her to me smiling.
I'm telling you.
Thank she's even lighter. Even you are lighter her more, honestly. Honestly, you are lighter.
I feel good. I feel good.
You know, we look at the eyes. Yes. Because before you radically accepted the truth, we could see the pain and the suffering in the eyes. So you can't hide some of these things from us.
Psychologists munasoma behavior.
And mostly we look at the eyes.
And you know, I told you, I think 2 years before, we were going to a show in Nyauru. So tukienda, I had never talked to Doc intimately about my shango. You know, when you're in a position of power, you want to look good, you know, fit in society. So I was wondering, if I ever tell you the truth, will you still work with me? So I said, you know what, I'll just try you. I'll tell you the truth. So I said, I told you.
It was a long drive.
Yeah.
We were going to do some community service in one of the rehabs in Nyahururu. And I thank God you told me the truth. Yes. Because it was not easy for me, because this is a public figure. He is a star. And so I had to go thinking. So as you went through your own psychological torture,
Yes.
as therapists, we also have a burden.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking now, these two people know what's going on, but there's a third party
Yes.
who does not know. And I was there thinking, how do I navigate this journey?
Yeah.
But you remember me telling you, I thank God for doing mediation. I'm a certified mediator, and I did it. I paid for it, not to go and work in courts, but to apply it in my counseling work,
Life,
so that you can bring people together.
Yes.
And they don't have to really go all the way to courts,
Yes.
embarrass themselves, and maybe tomorrow we are going to see them together. Like there are people who have successful divorce cases going through, but later on you see them together. And you know they messed up because they already have divorce certificates. Wow. So, and I have seen also that kind of mess here in my work. Yes. So what I do is that I try to come in between and mediate mapema. Yes. So I also want to tell you, as much as it was difficult, it was not easy for me.
And you know akaniuliza swali. So sasa nikikuambia uko na two wives. Nitakuwa nikisema ukweli. In fact nikamwambia sasa the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to look for a way to tell mom. I need to tell her. Because maze siku hiyo kwanza ulikuwa umenitumia message nyingine hapo moto. Nikasema maze lazima ijulikane, lazima aishi poa. But we were still struggling, siku hizo kidogo.
Not much.
Your time,
That time it wasn't easy. I remember, and it's good for people to know that it's not easy. So that we can encourage people to understand people, to empathize with people. Because there are people who can say, why did you take so long?
Yes.
Before maybe you put everything into the open, right? You're looking for a process that is most harmless to all parties.
You're trying
because I remember we even planned to go for we went for a conference.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that we are looking for a way to put everything on table. We didn't get ahead with.
You know, you remember ile conference ya
Chuka University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's me, mom, and Doc.
Yeah.
And we were looking for niwapi place and
then I looked at her, I looked at the booths. You can imagine. So me, I'm going there. They all know I'm doing a presentation. I was one of the key players in that conference. But I'm also looking at mom and I'm like, this one, no way, not now. You know, imagine all those kilometers you have gone. We even went to stay in a hotel for 2 days.
Yes.
But we were looking for the right timing. But the way things were coming out, it wasn't easy to penetrate this truth. So we come back having done nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
And you know, but after some time tulipoteleana kidogo. I remember we had a session in Nini. That's when you met her. Missouri. We were talking. And then things just went haywire. I know the next time you saw, ilikuwa obare.
And one thing I was also happy about is that Chemu is very, very honest. And I told her, because of your honesty, you will go far. Because everything she told me, you had told me.
Yes.
So there was nothing she added as a lie, you know, like how you started, how you met. You know, one thing I told her, there's something we teach in psychology, and especially a school of thought called psychoanalysis, how the past can influence your present. Even in relationships, there's something we call transference and counter transference. Because I was looking at her and I was looking at mom, and I was like, wow, they look alike. So, and what happens is that you can fall in love with someone, and you're not so sure why you truly feel you love them. It's like you've known them for many years, but it is counter transference or transference.
So to say nilikuja Nairobi hivi pilika
why you had so many people you are working with, you have met, why her? And why
No, but then it
And
clicked,
what even made you get to a level of making her the mama to your babies?
In fact, you know, ukihang out na yeye ndio unajua mazi she has stories for days.
Yeah. Is she the only one, or even mama has stories for days?
Yeah, they both have
of
stories for days.
Yeah. So at least I was able to pick that.
And then they care for me, eh?
Yeah, equally.
Because kuna tabia mimi upick up, eh?
Yeah.
Wakati napitia ngori ngori. Yeah, akinichapa. Ni kama wanakuwa wameambiana na simu.
And it's not true.
You mean nikitoka tu Nairobi niende Nakuru? Tachapo tu the same way, cheki. Hiyo tabia inanibo. Huku me I don't know. Hiyo kitu inanibo. Nashinda kwa nini kunaenda.
And you see now why we don't judge as we don't judge in our work, because we look at many things that could have led to, because somebody could ask you, you did not know one day it's gonna be a lot of conflict, you did not know one day, but we look at that energy, that push, because it's very strong, right? Where you want to run away from this person, you want to convince yourself it's the wrong thing to do, I shouldn't be here, but you continuously feel this is the right place to be. So, and I think one of the things I also liked you for is the fact that you truly are an honest, genuine, pure-hearted person.
Wow, you can, sijui kama umesikia hapo pani. Na unajua huyu ni daktari amesema this is science.
Usema ukweli. Usema ukweli. But ukweli zake ni mbaya mbaya, but ni mbaya. Nimechoma. Who is plug me. Ukweli. But history yake nimewacha.
And one thing I can also ask Chem. Ulikuja hapa unalialia, ulikuwa unaka 5 years older than you're looking now.
Oh yeah.
By the grace of God. Ni maji
Nakunywa maji, si ndio? But it wasn't easy.
It was
even for you to talk about it.
Yeah. So, where we are at 2
So
a.m.
mimi niko yes, tuliachia last time tuliachia kwa 2 a.m.
Yes.
Juu watu walikuwa wamesema sijui by the way ulisikia nikiitwa Mr. Oreo.
Nikaona. Na kuna jamaa hapo wewe anakuimitate. Ulimulipa?
No.
Ama atakiwa kulipe.
Nimse hata nafikiri nilishamlipa. Vile niliona nikapost.
That one was powerful, whoever that person is.
So on radio at some point tulikosana ile ya kabisa ile after tumeongea
Yaani tulitoka hapa kwa Doc on Monday. On Friday tulikuwa tumekosana. Kabisa. Ya kuhama ya enda. We were here on Monday. Well,
you know kitu hiyo time.
I think hiyo ndio siku ilikuwa nimekuja kurant Gummy Bear.
Yes. Hiyo time. Na mimi nimeenda mtaa nimezusha sana. Because naona tu communication na tunibambi. So one day I wake up in the morning and I'm like jana yake by the jana yake tulikuwa tumetoka kuangalia job. Ulikuwa umeenda job? Mimi nilikuwa nimetoka gig nyingine. So I'm paid immediately, nimepatiwa ma check lakini ni ma PD. So simekuja nazo. Nimefika kwa gari, we are talking and she alludes to someone that needs to be paid. I'm like kwa nini ama mmeongea naye? And she says hatujaongea.
Remember, acha nipige story juni yangu. Yes. So, someone called me. Kaniambia hey manze nataka umse anilipe. Amekasirika. Ati manze kuna deni yangu kwa naye nataka nilipe. Juu nampigia achukui. Alikuwa ametry kukupigia uchukui. So tunakuja hama kaniambia manze nilikuwa niko yes. Fanya hivi, don't do anything else. Lipa umse. Hama ananiambia mkongelesha. Nikasema nikimwambia ameniongelesha atakasirika. Nikamwambia kuna chana nayo. Wewe hakuniongelesha. Jana hata na yeye wewe tu mlipe. Usiku si akamka akachukua simu yangu.
No, asubuhi nikitoka ninaenda radio
akachukua. Ana sikuwa nimemsave, akachukua. Kwa nini uliongea na umsave kwa nini? That was it.
No, nilimuuliza what do you mean? I mean, this is the same person tumefight here for some time tukiulizana hizi maswali.
Unamjuaje?
So you do not want. So siku ile nakuuliza, hey, why kwanza ijasave your number? And I'm asking, kwa nini? Why didn't you tell me jana Why did you tell me? Umeongea naye.
Hata tukiwa kwa doc alikukall kuchukua ulikuwa mpe light. Tukiwa tu hapa. Alafu akakulia nikamwambia unapigiwa au kuchukua. The next day akanicall. Akaniambia manze umse alikuwa niletee lights, nilikuja hapa na lights zake. Zilikuwa kwa gari. Aya, kesho akaniambia manze alikuwa niletee lights, alikuwa nilipe juu amekasirika. Nikasema manze hamu tulipo umse. But sikuwa nataka ujue amenipigia juu of course.
So you can see some of the challenges people go through, eh?
And you
like
know,
the easier person to talk to in even a family setting is the woman. And women are put also at crossroads because you're like nikisema nimetumwa itakuwa aje. Umefikia hapo. Wewe you're not understanding this relationship. What's going on. So you can see both sides. A reason for her to say sasa unaona amekataa kulipa ni mimi wanafuata ni mimi wanasumbua anakusukuma na wewe you are like what are they talking about behind my back, so there must be something. You see how now if there is something that has
actually mimi ndio nilimcalm down nikamwambia sasa hatuna do but ukipata tutakulipa, relax tutakupatia. Ndio nilienda umepata check. I was like thank you Jesus, let's pay umse tumlipe tu.
Nikasema sasa wacha. You know, in the morning after niliangalia I was like so tukakwarana aka try kuni explain because I'm going to radio.
The problem with Haman
No
radio tumekosana mara mingi atakangi kusikiza. Namwambia kitu anataka kufight ati hapana wewe ongeanga na yeye anarusha mkono easily
making conclusion
fast easy
and you see
and it's usually a defense mechanism
easy
and what now people
mimi nasemanga jipe time. Okay nimeongea na umsi jipe time angalia unajua kama ni
kwanza ilikuwa because I was leaving for radio sikuwa na time, nilikuwa nimechelewa na ndio nataka kutoka so and you know time ya radio mazi you under pressure by the way mimi level yangu ya tolerance ilikuwa imeshuka sana. I could not tolerate you niko na pressure man. I do not sleep right, nina nashinda huku na so that day nilitoka tu hivyo. So the whole day we never talked vizuri. We didn't even talk the whole day. Nilikuwa tu na shughuli zangu but at the back of my mind I had a heavy heart.
Amenda wapi? Amenda Ridge. Nilikuwa naenda kukula nyama choma.
No, si Ridge. Nilikuwa nimeenda Maridadi Motors. Nilikuwa nimeenda sini hapo tu. So
you're also saying at that time, which is coming out very clearly,
yes,
you had also burnout.
Unajua kuna hiyo you are tired and then
exhaustion that
you're
comes
struggling
from your work.
Like you're saying nilikuwa na struggle personally na hii reality ya udem naweza taka history ijulikane mazi mama kijua hata dunia ifanye vile tafanya. Mimi sikuwa nimemwambia.
Kwani si mama alikuwa home?
But hatuko tume unajua bado kulikuwa na struggle.
Not come out clean
iko
with everything
because by the time tulikuwa nakuja hapa ndio ajue pia yeye hakuwa home, alikuwa ametoka.
But what she's saying, she's right. Women know things and they live in that denial of I don't know until he tells me. And by the way, there are people I know, many out there you know. You have told your wives, who told you? That kid is mine? Who? Anyway, what ufanana? And you know wives have believed.
Yes.
And so he did not want to commit and tell her there is nothing like that. So he was also darkening because he knows there is some truth in what she's saying and what she's asking. She was hurting because for me I look at all sides. Because Chemu at that time katoto ni kadogo. Aka queen sasa. Ni kadogo, she's struggling. Life had changed definitely in so many ways. And I was also seeing someone when I looked at her in her life, in her earlier life, from the stories we shared. This is not somebody who wanted to waste her life. So I was looking at her, even if she would not tell me some stuff, and I was like, now here I am. And I think she'd never loved a man the way she loved you. So I could see the pain in her. Like, at some point, how did I get into all this? But I got there anyway, right? I am here anyway. And at some point I was asking myself, surely, Lord, how is this supposed to be?
Yeah.
Who says people should be unhappy? Who says people should suffer simply because they got themselves into something that other innocent lives have also come forth? Because I was looking at her, if she suffers, it goes straight to the kids.
To the kids, yeah.
And for me, I worry a lot about children because I know what you write in their minds, 0 to 10 years, remains forever. Yes. So I was like, all this back and forth, push and pull, right? What is it gonna do to the children? And so I am a believer. I believe in God. And I believe in the system or institution of marriage. I have gone through my own pain. I could never share a lot because it's not your story, it's their story.
Yeah.
So I could see her, like in 5 years to come, 10 years to come. I could see the children.
Yeah.
You know, you calculate and you see where the children will be. And you're like, God, is it really supposed to be like this? And so when your story went poof,
hey,
guess who was the happiest among the happiest? Me. Because I told, because I told God now everything
is out there.
has come out the way you wanted. Me, I prayed about it. How he's gonna put it into the open, I don't know. It's not my business. It is his business, right? Because after sharing now, when all the parties got to know,
Yes.
I have shared with your mother, women.
Guy.
I have shared with one of your brothers, and so just trying to investigate one or two things. A lot with mom, right? And I was telling myself, nobody should be left unhappy.
Oh yes.
It's not God's will. Nobody should be left unhappy. And how this is gonna be, Lord, I don't know. It's going to be you.
Just do your thing.
But me, I looked at those children,
Yeah.
both sides, and I asked myself, what have they done, really? Like when parents come here and they are separating or divorcing, the first question I ask them is, are you thinking about these ones? They cannot talk right now. They don't have a voice. You are their voice. What voice are you putting on their behalf? Not yours. Don't be selfish. Their voice. So I was calculating all that. There are things we keep to our hearts and our souls and our minds.
Yeah.
Because when you tell people when they are most vulnerable, it might break them.
Yeah.
So you end up having it inside and taking it where you have to take it. I also never wanted to talk about your story to anyone. So I couldn't even go for supervision.
Oh wow.
Why?
Oh,
Because
supervision needed. After some time, she needs to offload that way. Sema wacho burden mingi na kila mtu. She needs to go to a counselor. Amwambie. Unajua pale unaenda honestly. Unasema tu wenyewe. Unajua professor alikuja akafanya hii. So ujui kama huyu pia anaweza enda
aseme. So
because ni story tamu.
Kwanza for people like you. So I had to ask now the one who created me, be my supervisor here.
Yeah.
Even when you used to come here most of the time, nobody used to know what you're coming to do. Actually, very many of my colleagues here were like, what are we saying? Because they always thought you're coming, we are doing a shoot.
Oh yes, it's a comedy.
Oh my, you know? So even at the university, you know, you have come to the university severally at African Nazarene University. What? They were like, what? What is this? Yeah. It's like I said, God, it's your way. Yeah. And you have made people very close to you. You may not know, close to you, that you always met here.
Yes.
Also like bring back their families.
Wow.
Accepting their mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you will know them later.
Yeah.
Somebody just says, I think accepting my mistake, if I have made any mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, it is liberating.
Yes.
And I want to tell you, people go through different stages. The first stage is denial. And people only see the story that they have seen today, but they don't know the underlying. Like now that story of you getting to a level of doubting her, she could have seen it differently.
Kwanza ni vizuri hapo, ni vizuri tuiongelea hapo. Because the issue of a DNA.
Yes. Hata we came here kwa doc before. Na doc akakwambia, aliangalia miguu akazumi ili akakuangalia kwamba this is your child.
Wait, go there.
So you should have paid me the DNA.
I know, doc. And then these guys, Moja, let me tell you what transpired that night. And lazima tufanye hivi. After we came here, we went back. So one day I'm coming from Kikuyu, nimetoka kufanya deliveries. Fika town, nikacall house help. Akaniambia baba Jeremy alisha come but ametoka. Na mcall namwambia Rembo, kama hakuna yani watu wamejaa kwa stage na match ni moja moja. So ni 6 time naweza toka hapa maybe ni 7 something sijui. Napanda gari nafika nikapata umetoka ulienda mlolongo kwa ule boys wako. Nikafika nikakaa hamuka usiku ananiamsha ananiambia umetoka wapi? Kama nimetoka Kikuyu kufanya delivery. Ati why you lying? Najua umekuwa na baba Kaylee. Are you a psycho or something? Nimetoka Kikuyu hadi nilikupigia nikitoka Kikuyu nikifika town nikamwambia venye Rembo iko. Ati hata baba Kaylee amenicall. Mwanzo nilikuwa na hamu na cheese. Juu nashanga hizi vitu ametoa wapi? Ati baba Kaylee amenicall. Akaniambia mlikuwa na yeye. Mwanzo unafikiri sijongi mtu esi wangu. That was it. Nilisema we must do this.
You see,
because I'm making a place and I create. I make a baba Kaylee because you msema saka.
You know what happened? Kumbuka every time tulikuwa na shida moja. Si unakumbuka 3 times zako za kuhama kurudi. You know that. So tulikuwa na spell ya boarding and lodging. So saa zingine iko day scholar, saa zingine iko boarding. So hizo vitu in the process hizo ndio bado tukapata mtu akapata ball. So alafu remember bado we are struggling, kuna bado kuficha stories za kuambiana home. Alafu zina affect obviously. Anataka kunipenda lakini sija come out clear. Hata kutana na mabeshte wake wanamwambia mzee wewe huyo msee anakuenjoy. So pressure kuna ma pressure beyond us. So hata hizo doubt na nini zilitokea kwa hii kitu. Hapo kwa hiyo because if I would have said mapema tu niseme nitokee tu kwa dunia niseme by the way academy ni kangu mazinda kachunga mtu yote anataka kuleta ngori aninyorosha. The way I came out juzi nikasema mazee cheki uni demu yangu hata mpige nduru uni demu yangu nataka hapa kama kuna shida deal na mimi.
So in most cases
when that happened wewe unajua Kaylee unaona JJ JJ ni mchocolate unaona hii kala ka chocolate hata mama yake kuna ka chocolate kadem kakatokea mazi naangalia hiyo kala cheki najiuliza hii kala hapo kumbuka tuko na struggles zetu doubt hata yeye kuna patrols anafanyaga kila kifika masaa 7 usiku anapiga patrol. By the way mtu yote ukiwahi textiwa na mimi namba yangu usiku si mimi
ni huyo.
Yeah. She on patrol. So akipiga hivi nini patrol because hata yeye obviously ana feel msee kama hataki kunionyesha mapenzi ya ukweli basi kuna mahali pengine anaonyeshaga.
So there was actually doubt
iliingia kwa life yetu vinoma yani. Alafu juu hatuna time ikafika place hata ubeshte hii eti tunacheka hapa. Sasa zingine si utoka tunaacha watu wiko kwa nyumba tunaenda tu hatujui hata tunaenda wapi. Siku hata tumesahau sisi tuko na kazi tuko na watoto tunaenda. Mazi iliisha ikapotea. Sasa ikakuaga ni kuchungana timing gami be.
So in the real sense joke. So sasa mtoto unaona nao mtoto anaumia. You get what I mean? Because now mtoto anakuwa ndiye reason ya hizi ngori zote sasa. That you guys are not agreeing, you guys are not happy, and so you now mention. Kuna kitu mbaya kwa mwanamke kama kumention mtoto si wako. Na yeye anajua vizuri ni wako.
Manzi hata angechukua siku moja niambia naenda play ampeleke Liziana. Ampeleke tu Kemri, singejua. Hangeniambia.
No.
But at that time,
way of doing this than kunikami ati.
And as you're talking to her more, we are talking to those men out there. Men, don't live in denial for too long, eh? And if you're also suspecting your lovely wife that she's doing something, go clean, you know? Don't try to look, because men can't express themselves most of the times emotionally. So they pick one thing that really hurts you most. So I don't know whether Hamo did that. It just came out.
Maybe mtu ajuagi. I don't think mtu upanga.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, because you're under pressure.
Inatoka.
Yeah.
Right? And he didn't look good anyway. He also didn't look good.
I wasn't happy
like
really.
he's looking
I wasn't
right
happy.
now. So what you guys were going through, there are 3 stages of mindful self-compassion that are very critical. The process of developing compassion for self and compassion for the other. You begin by striving. Striving, kuna ma defense mechanisms. You're calling each other names. You're trying to spoil for each other.
Yeah.
If there is a way you can go crush his deal, isiende through, unaenda unafanya hivyo. The same way na yeye. If there is a way I can storm into the workplace, niende niseme, huyu jamaa does not do this. To bring him to senses. It can happen, because this is no blame time. We know God has done it. Yeah.
And that is the beauty of
and people have lost job opportunities as well.
Yes.
Like I have had places where women have got dumped children at workplaces and offices. And then people did not know this employee like that. So the employee doesn't swallow the shame and embarrassment. They quit. You know?
Yeah.
So we are saying, man, come out.
Share.
Talk.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm more free
it was
now.
easier to get good stories from the 2 of them than from you. It wasn't easy.
Wacha nikwambie mimi kuna siku aliniuliza wakati nilienda kwa bare wewe ulifeel aje? And I told her the first thing I felt was kulikuwa na mixed reaction.
Yeah.
Because one, I'm happy that I'm free, mazi. Now I'm free to, if I love her, juu sasa hiyo tulikuwa tumekosana. Nilikuwa najua if I love her, I'll do it. And ile ukweli. Sasa siogopi, unajua? Ukiniona kitu na watu hii ni shida yako. Sasa mimi niko home.
And don't forget her mom had been brought up the Catholic way.
Cheki, mimi najua ni mbuyu, mother na watoi. For her is different. You grew up in a polygamous family. Uliona kwa shosho.
Mimi nilizoea dukangu na nilikuwa na 2 wives. Yeah.
And you saw them enjoying life.
No, nilipata maybe ikiwa imekuwa
wamemaliza
vita.
Yeah. And she kept
actually my grandfather was a funny one because the first wife akipata mtoto he swaps babies.
Anachukua huyu anapeleka huko.
Wewe utaenda visiting ya huyu, uende visiting ya ule. Hivyo. Like the second born to my mom's inside my mom amezaliwa na first wife. So second born wao most of the time alikuwa anareziwa na nani? Na second wife. Yes.
So ewe chunga wa huyu, ewe chunga wa.
But mimi growing up sijaona family kina mama wangu wakifight na wale babies wengine. So when nilipata kwa hii situation because I know
she was so okay by the way.
It works.
She didn't have an issue.
No, hata alikuwa ananiambiaga but I wish muka yangu angekuwa umuone.
And how you know she didn't have an issue? Very many people who come in like her, they want the whole world to know immediately. There is a first baby, there is a second baby. And so in any way, there are struggles. I also respected him a lot, even at that time, because I was looking at him and I was saying, he means no evil to anyone. Because I had a candid discussion with him. And at some point I would ask God, why is this happening to him? Because when he comes to talk about this side, you can see the love, you can see the affection, you can see the determination to make everything work well. When he comes to this side. So that time when things were very, very tough, you had moved now from striving, like nikanyangie kwangu, mimi sasa in my position, to a state of distress, disillusionment. Like I don't care.
Twendeni.
So when she did that,
Yeah.
now you know she didn't also have any ill intentions.
I know because
Now
the first you know Churchill alimkona.
Yeah.
So niliandika my thoughts. After nimenyamaza kidogo nikaandika hapo. Akapiga ribato moja noma. Immediately. Ilikuwa voice note kama ni video. I don't know what happened. Oh, you are right.
Someone called me and said, "Hey, Hamo ameandika reply." Alafu kitu ilini bro, Hamo ameandika apology. I wish naweza isoma. Hapo chini ameandika back to work guys. Back to work?
Ukajua huyu ngoja.
Nilisoma ya ndani nikasema usihamo. Uni msa amesoma PR kwa nje ya dirisha.
Akona asema blank. Because at that moment you
Let me tell you, when the kids are involved, you need to be sorry. Ufai kuamka tu unasema back to work. I don't know where all this is coming from. Hello.
So can you tell men that? Tell them.
Sio mimi unajua nimekona.
No, you need to be sorry. Razin, Jay didn't go to school first time. Ujuangu watu wanaishi aje. You need to say my babies, Kaylee, Jeremy, Melissa, Lewis. I'm very sorry. Shiko, I'm very sorry for this. Manze ungekuwa sorry the first time ingeisha hivyo.
Na hata saa hii unajua tujaambia nani sorry. She's gonna watch this. Google does not forget.
No, that one.
Kaylee,
she's my best
for
friend.
The DNA.
She's my best friend. Hata hiyo si ati ya kuambia ati kwa nini. So the first time unajua umepigwa kwa mtandao, unaingia kwa mtandao anywhere. Ni wewe watu wameacha kukula.
For a long time bloggers hawajaipata story ya Maserebo. And this is a very sweet story. Yeah. Hamo njumtai. Na wanatoka stage. And you know what the problem is? Churchill show.
Walikuwa napiga hiyo jina.
Churchill show, anything happens hata msanesha ya pia once.
Yeah.
Ni show comedian. So I think you pia target Churchill show afu njumtai na Hamo both celebs hapo kuko na story.
Yeah. Kulikuwa kumetulia tu.
Kuko na story.
Ni BBI, COVID.
But my intention was not to expose him.
I know.
Kumbe someone, a mutual friend, maybe alikuwa anajua story yetu yeye alikuwa ameshasema kitambo.
So now alikuwa na
So Edgar just confirming, but there is Hamo your baby daddy. I said yes. Yeah, and that was it.
Because nilisikia hiyo, unaona huo msemo niliona hiyo text yenye Edgar alikuwa ametumiwa na mtu. And I knew exactly who. Ni vile unajijua.
So let me ask you a question so that the ones who might be in your position tomorrow or today might be different. The minute you saw that, did you call her?
No, unajua kwanza tulikuwa tumeblokiana, we are not talking.
Now, do you see what I'm saying? So you need to open communication.
Kabisa.
And once you do that, it doesn't matter what the
What
world will know. No, what the world will know after you two have communicated. So I'm also talking to you out there. Simunajijua.
Yes.
Don't let the world fight for you. You have the ability to do that. But never, ever block each other. Communication is everything in any relationship. If it has to work. Because that time you're thinking she's doing this, you also do this. Nakumbuka one message I even edited, true or false?
Yes.
I edited a message you sent. I said, no, you can't. You know?
Hata sikufikiri haikuenda zaidi hapo.
Haikuenda, thank you. Because he was also thinking, what if I do? You see that fear? You know?
Nilikuwa nasema kuna vitu I wanted to be. Ndio maana nilinyamaza. Because for once I asked myself, nikienda sasa nianze kumwanika na wewe ni demu yangu. Sasa nikuanike nikuchape kwa mtandao. Who is going to raise the kids? Bado ni mimi. It's my job.
He sent a long one. I'm telling you, it was not easy to finish all of it. I said, no, this can't. Now I had become his editor. I'm happy he didn't go to her.
No, hata siku.
So, hiyo kublock hiyo space, haikuangi poa.
Do you know what happened?
Fadhali usikie matope yote mtu anasema, but don't block. But very many people that block, it's either you are traumatized, or you are so toxic at that moment.
Too bitter.
You need to take a break. Take a breath.
You know, the moment Churchill called me, akaniambia fanyaje? First thing, delete hiyo kitu umeandika. Hata sikufikiria mara mbili, immediately nika delete. Alafu akanipigia tena akaniambia sasa nimepigia mom, nataka muongee. Nilikuwa kwa hao home, Nakuru kuna hiyo place home network ni mbaya saa zingine. Mazee nilitoka mbio nikaenda mahali mkakaa place najua network iko fit. I just wanted to listen to your voice. I just wanted to know
why we lying, guys.
No, the truth is nilikuwa nataka kusikia uko aje, yani because mimi vitu nimeona kwa mtandao kidogo zinanionyesha kuna pain mob sana.
So did you have to wait for her to fight your battle because she fought for you?
Hata in fact mimi tulipoongea
I was so calm.
Tulipoongea hivi
Niliongea vizuri hata
I felt maze things are going to work. In fact I'm glad that I've deleted that. Na nikajiambia I'm not posting anything else. Siongei until tuonane. But kulikuwa bado na struggle kwa kichwa yangu. Because I'm feeling
the male ego.
I'm feeling sasa imefika aje huko. Sijui kwa nini alikuwa anataka kufanya nini, you know.
Great. Can you see what we call irrational thoughts? Irrational thoughts as in you thinking she wants to destroy you. That's not her position. And her thinking me, I'm destroying her. Beautiful. Or you're making her a liar, you know? Or you've carried her cheaply, you know? A true African woman. Yeah, and you know your substance. That's it, you know your substance. So you're like, okay, anataka kuonyesha the world aje. Mimi tulikuwa tunafanya commercial sex na yeye. No way. No woman will agree. And let the men know that. When you find your woman quiet, don't think she can never talk. She can talk. Ukimsukuma kwa kona. Kabisa. Na unajua yeye akiongea ukweli yake inasikizwa kuliko yako. Yeah. Let the men know. Hapo ndo nilijulia in the court of public opinion, a man is already wrong. Whether you like it or not, already wrong. So the first thing is before niongeleshe dunia, I had to talk to her. Because you ndio nimekosea. And I'm glad tulianzia hapo, we talked. Mazi that day to meet. Nilienda kumchukua kwa salon. Nilikuwa nimetoka Nakuru. Nikamcall, junior kunanyesha. Ana hiyo kitu. Ndio kaambia. Nilitoka kunanyesha nikasema, ini opportunity tamu nikamcall. Akaniambia niko salon nikakam. Kamngojea hapo kama 15 minutes. Kadondosa kampetes. Nikatoka nikamhug. We hugged for some time and I knew most things are going to work.
Imagine mimi ndo nafaa kuwa offended, nafaa kuwa na hasira, but niliingia kwa hiyo gari, tulipiga hata story ya Ziko. What does that tell you? Hadi tunaweka muziki, niko.
But what changed everything? Because remember, we are not just doing a show here, we are also changing lives.
Yeah, I think.
What was different that time?
I think nilipigiwa na watu wengi. But I was not sad, I was not mad, I was just annoyed. Ni annoyed ama mad. Juu hiyo apology ya Haman.
Iko hiyo ndio maana sijaita apology. That was a statement.
That was a PR stunt.
No, but can you see the irrational thoughts from your end also? What was the most harmful statement there or words?
Hapo. Ati I've always taken care of my kids from hakuna mtu yashai lack, hakuna mtu yashai. I've always been there for my children. Nikakumbuka mother, you saw Jeremy at 8 months. Juzi tu Jeremy didn't go to school. Kaili si wako, why are you lying? Nikasema tu mother, I'm so sorry, I'm human, blah blah blah. Let me reach out to Jokte to sort the issue.
That was the first.
Now
that was
I'm
the
coming
statement.
back to you, right? I'm coming back to you. You saw all this, what he's saying, this is not true. Yet, you've been with him all through. Get the point?
Yeah.
And that's what I would like all the women to know. Even if there is a lapse of time together, until the time everything exploded, you are still together. Because even in the marriages that you hear of, that they are great marriages, there are moments of silence, ups and downs and all that, right? And people who are intimate behave like you. Things are very bad. But once you meet the environment that you're used to, because it's the brain work also, a calm environment, peaceful environment, you hit the road running just like
Ni kama hata kuna kitu ilikuwa imehappen.
That also manifests level of intimacy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, it shocked me because I saw you with Wambui. I've seen you with her.
Yes.
I can't tell the difference.
Wow. Kumbe ni masizi mazela.
So by the way, and I'm being candid now because you guys have gone candid.
Yes.
I could never tell the difference of the relationship. And so even for me, I would get to a level I'm like, I don't know, what am I supposed to do here and say here?
You're helping the same person.
Great. And I'm
Nice.
telling you, you are lucky.
Oh,
Why am I saying you are lucky? Man, if two women also decide,
Haki ya nani? Wa.
you are lucky because these two never got to do
Yes. To decide
what?
washikane.
What? Yes.
Waninyoroshe.
Kabisa.
Ningeisha.
You're lucky.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
You're lucky.
I'm blessed.
I want to tell you, it's true.
You see?
If you go to that level, maybe when things are not very clear and you don't have a well-meaning mediator, this guy would have been finished. If he gets finished, who else is finished? The children. And even the children.
You know, by the time we were writing the apology, wachana statement, apology, we had done a lot of work kukaa pamoja, you know, just trying to, hey, hapa ndo tuko, vitu zimehappen aje. In fact, she helped me. Because alianza kuona, enyewe kuna kitu imechange. No? And I would ask, did you see something changing? How did you see me before to niandike apology? After hizi ngori zimetokea? Because we stayed for like 3 weeks, 3 weeks before niandike apology. I think 3 weeks.
Was he in a state of clear observation? Herself.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Ino anakuuliza uliniona aje that time?
Were
you able to say anything, or you're also in your own state of struggle?
I think bado tulikuwa tunaongea na kina Burale. Still in a state of kusameheana juu. Let me tell you, I didn't know this story will blow up this way. I remember the first time to meet na church iliyo meeting on Monday. Alituambia, now you realize you're a celebrity. Kwanza mimi, do you know me am a kawa chick? Sasa akaniambia, na umejua ni celebrity. Unajua chemu unakaanga tu hivi. Ona amuliza kawa, mimi sikwangi celeb. Nakwanga tu ile game hapo tu. Akaniambia, "Mzee, see, you are a big man. Ndio maana kitu imeblow out of proportion." Big.
Yet that was not your intention.
Sleep akaingilia katikati, ati masikio sleep iko.
Rangi. Imeka picha ziko zinawekwa nini?
I think there are some details that
zilikuwa escape juu ya mapressure. Unajua nilikuwa ni kila mtu alikuwa blogger. Hata Kamau Adutu. Na kuna watu watatu wanamfollow. He was a blogger. Alikuwa like a blow by blow. Now they are here. This is the projected trajectory analysis.
I remember nilikuwa kwa sleep akanikola kaniambia manze. Zile phone calls napata. Nikamwambia fanya hivi hata usishtuke, relax.
Yes,
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Oh, because mtoto anaambiwa yeye ndiye issue. So unaanza kuangalia masikio. I'm getting your
celeb mugani nyingine. Hata wewe ungepita hapo.
Hamwaki wamenyoa masikio.
Wajui.
Akachukua masikio Jeremy na
hawajui masikio zangu zinakuwa. Twende Obama.
Like for me, you see, I went for the cause yeye alikuwa anakujanga hapa na maslip naitwa slip-ons. Then women keep details. I can't even remember that's what I saw.
You did?
Because when I asked,
no, na kiti na kiti hapa. And you ukachukua ukazoom. Yenyewe nikaona huyu swimmer.
Guess what? Hata mama alikuwa ameona hao watoto kitambo sana.
In fact, she told me.
So we go Candid. She would show me the photo.
Aliniambia by the way.
And she would tell me no. In fact, there is a point I'm telling you, if they had gotten to talk maybe earlier, so kindly never block women to talk on their own.
I've never blocked.
No, I'm not saying you've ever blocked.
Yes.
Create that
Men.
environment.
Yes.
Men, yeah.
In fact,
Because there's a time we were supposed to have a meeting. We remember? Yeah, and then something cropped up. Because we had left you out, so that we have a very genuine, honest, practical way of taking care of these children. Because it wasn't working well on that side. It wasn't working well on her side. It was not working well on your side. Because even at that time I was wondering how he's working. Because that's when our psychomedy died also, a natural death. And we had really promised people things. We had presented a paper on it.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was given, a pass.
Yes.
So people have been waiting.
They even published it.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. And we spent days writing that paper. We did, the three of us.
Yes.
Dr. Mburugo, you, I, and we also had, he's called Nzulu.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Benjamin, yeah. So, and when you are a young mother and things are not running well in your relationship, even your job you can't perform. We know we all celebrate her, we love her. Nothing has changed about you anyway. That character is still there.
Glowing.
And for him also, the fact that there are so many people you are afraid to hurt.
Yes.
Your mom, right? Because dad is normal.
Yeah.
Your wife, right? And actually no one else. It's those two women. You also never wanted to hurt her through anyone. By the way, he was very overprotective over you. He did not want anybody like to come that they are talking to you. Probably underestimating her strength. Now you know she's a strong woman.
I know.
Yeah. Now you know.
Basu.
The other thing I feel is that it can be a very lonely world. It was a lonely world for you, lonely world for you, a lonely world for me. At least your wife had support. Your brothers, some of them are very nice. They tried to throw darts, trying to see whether some reality can come home. But when everybody is in denial about some stuff, you don't even hear the right things. Yeah. So I pray that you have also forgiven anybody who said this story before the world got to know it.
Well, I'm still dealing with them particularly. But you know, one of the things I've ilinisaidia ni kujua that, you know, and I keep telling you that maze, it's whatever we decide, the two of us works. Maze hawa tu hii nikiingia kwa nyumba kuna wana shangwe fulani. Juu wengine na bebo wanarushwa huko.
The question is, have you discussed with her how you deal with your so-called enemies? Because for me, I'm doing quotes. Some people we call enemies, they are helping us to skyrocket to the next level. Because when you have a clean heart, things will always work for you. It does not matter. Yeah, so I don't know. Have you discussed how you deal with them? Because I would rather that statement, turudi kazini, ikue, you are saying it after you have ironed out things that you know, atusumbuki tena. You're not going to fight on social media.
That was a statement mapema sana. When I did the apology, I think it really helped. Hata mimi ilinihiv.
You felt good.
Because sayo ni after nimekaa chini, nimerudi home, tunafanya vitu pamoja, watu hiyo wameniona home, kijana amerudi aiko shule, you know. So and then nimenipatia freedom ya I'm here for 3 days, 4 days, huku hivyo. So I'm you know, and I'm working, napanga job za huku ndafanyia mali fulani, nazifanya zote huko, so sina pressure. You know, kitambo mazi nilikuwa na struggle guy. Because niko na job huku na sijakaa home huku Nairobi. So I'm thinking, how do I do it?
And you know, mama used to know everything because alikuwa nasema, niseme?
Sema, it's candid and raw.
It's candid. Ati alikuwa naona, hamu kuchagua nguo za watoto. Hii si yeye. So she was telling me, now all along I knew, yeah, because it would be good stuff.
Yeah.
Then alikuwa anajuanga huyu si msafi sana.
Mwanaume ni kimwanaume.
Akikuja home akiwa msafi sana. So it was known. That's why I'm empowering men.
Yes.
Let nobody say it on your behalf.
Yes.
Don't push anybody to tell the world the truth. Say the truth.
Mwenyewe jiseme.
And allow God to take care of you. If there is no one, or when you think there can be nobody to be on your side. Because now you know, we like to tell the ones who are watching us, don't learn from your own experience. Learn from others people's experiences. Because we wasted time, true or false?
A lot. Okay. A lot of time.
Yeah.
Resources mingi sana zingeenda mahali pengine.
But we are now able to pick from you the struggles men go through.
Kabisa. In fact, this whole issue has brought me sasa ndo na feel hata niko place. Kumbe I was meant to be here. Because there's a feeling that kuna fulfillment fulani. Now I'm happy that mother I have these amazing women in my life. Ati najua kuna mtu ananinyoroshanga kwa gari ananiambia leo hata hujafanya stories. Sasa hii ni unatakiwa ufanye kitu. Sema hivi natoka naenda nafanya hata kama ni begrudgingly na nafanya tu. Alafu baadaye tuko tu sawa. Mambo ina roll, unaona? Alafu niko na mwingine mwenyewe ni mtulivu tu. Anafanya vitu zake powerful kivyake in her own right. So kuna hiyo balance moja yenye God amenipatia.
And don't be pushed by anybody. Let me help you here.
Yes.
She's in the public domain. That's where her business is. That's where she works. The other one works. She's a farmer.
Yes.
So don't be pushed again by anybody, by even social media, to expose your children. Ikifika hapo, ifike hapo. To expose anybody else who does not work in the public domain.
Want to be in the public domain.
People ask you questions a lot.
Thank you.
Hadi we have content we want to shoot, but kila mtu wako, where is the first wife? We want to see her. Kwa nini mnamficha? And I'm like, the same people who wants to see mom are the same people kesho watakuja again. Wataanza kutucompare.
Sasa watachukua hizo mapicha waanze kunyorosha.
Hapana.
Na waanze kusema this and this and this and that.
And mama aliniambia.
Thank you.
That social media nini huko ndo nyinyi mnawakiaga. Mimi niache tu nifanye shughuli zangu. Ukitaka kufanya vitu zako na watoi, fanyeni. Hata nitakuwa hapo nitakushikia kamera. But mimi sipendi hiyo lifestyle.
But also with children, and this goes to everybody, they might ask you questions later. Why did you have to put me all over social media when you guys had beef and all that? So whatever is already out, it's out. So any other, your kids, they deserve privacy.
Why should
they deserve to grow, okay? They deserve to grow in a manner that nobody is interfering with their privacy. They have rights, only that they can't talk. They can't express themselves. And that is why don't be surprised that the people that really know their space, if you are working maybe for the state, you are a social public figure, like artists like you. It's not that people don't want their family members to be known. No, it's because not everybody means well. And you might, you might find that those children will suffer. Like for her, that's her work. That's your work. It's not hard to be in the public. You have known how to
handle that.
Yes. But what about Mamboy? Mom. And I'm happy you call her that. Paka, you make me call her mom. She's not a public person. She respects the work you guys do.
Unasikia kitu anasema? Mimi I'm just a kawa chick. Me. That's exactly
no,
what
but both
boy.
of them, there's something I say God has blessed you. It's just humility. It's not that you are nobody.
No.
These are strong women.
It's a beautiful thing.
But people who are beautiful in their own way. So if you ever
compare, umeona kitu wanafanya? Wote wanafanya hivyo. By the
nikaona kuchanganyikiwa kwa hamu mimi.
Leo ukitaka kwenda town na siko karibu. Si ati atanipigia ati anapanda Uber. Utampata tu ampanda matatu yake na ameenda.
It's humility. Never think you're cheap.
It's a powerful
Yeah,
thing.
you will have everything. I remember praying for you. I couldn't tell you. And I said, everything God designed for you, you will have it. And even
Yes,
for
sir.
him, his journey,
Yes.
because I have known your journey.
Yes.
You've told me everything. And I said, when you say God is good all the time, it's not just on his lips. It comes from his heart. And with all due respect, God has done it for you.
Oh, he has.
He's used,
yeah.
and now you know who is for you, who is against you.
Yeah.
So are you not happy?
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
Are you not happy?
And we are resilient. Kuna
Yes,
kitu
yeah.
tulipitishiwa,
Yeah.
you become powerful.
Kwa hivyo pia kwa hiyo comedy kunaweza kuwa na ujinga mwingine, immaturity ingine.
Yeah.
Sasa si hiyo
Ilitolewa.
imenyongwa.
Imetolewa.
Si ndio? Now it's if you talk of work ni nyinyi kufanya kazi sasa.
Yes.
Kuna watoto wangapi?
5.
Beautiful ones.
To get the point,
And we are
those
happy.
ones they really matter. And God will bless you for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Amen.
that everybody does their work knowing we have 5 beautiful innocent souls
Yes.
that only the devil can want to touch them. Let you not be that one who can do anything to destroy the lives of those children. And whatever you say, whatever you do, just know their children were very, very innocent.
Thank you.
Today is me and tomorrow is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, in fact, I think before we end the episode, because you feel, Mazi, we are giving people hope that whatever you're going through, kuna opportunity. Once you sit down and talk, you realize kuna vitu zingine ni watu walikuwa nakuambia mauoga zako, insecurities zako, but now I'm free with you. I'm open. My weaknesses zangu, you know them. Zako nazijua. We handle. But
I know.
But I still, Mazi, I cannot hang out with anyone else the way I hang out with you. Yeah? Ati nikana wewe hivi, I don't have a sense of time. I can't trade that for anything.
I know, funny. Thank you, sir.
No, while you struggle, kuna zile lazima ni polish, but
That's a dry joke.
but drink some water. So hii relationship lazima tuiforce.
Some water for these dry jokes. So yeah, mimi kitu nataka, manze, there are 5 beautiful kids here.
Yes.
And since mimi na Hamo tukiamua kutengeneza kitu, si hujichekesha. Ni venye tu hatujai kuwa na confidence ya kufanya comedy ya hata online, these small kids. These kids easy. Manze tunaandikanga kitu hadi tunacheka. But we can't shoot it. People will come at us. I copy mom, but from now henceforth, manze, let's work.
Thank you.
Kuna watoto 5 hapa wana need good education, good everything.
Yes.
Na 5 years from now tuta look back tuseme manze wale watu walitunyorosha ndio sasa wanashangaa kwa nini watoto wetu wanasoma primary.
Oh yeah.
Manze, let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work. Hiyo ndio naweza kuambia.
Fanya kazi.
Kazi I
iendelee.
promise you. Siku ile after
Because me and Hamo, saa zingine tunaandikanga skit. Kama hadi tunashangaa, what is this? This is normal.
There's a show called the Chibambe Shop. So she's a shopkeeper. I'm a supplier.
Oh,
Lakini mimi ni dego mbaya. Najua kuiba nini, kuongeza mabei nini. So we don't even write. Si we meet kwa set. Tunaenda kwa set, tunapanga and I start walking too. Tunapiga tu story.
Wow.
But ukiona ni powerful sana. So hata mimi kitu naambia dunia ni mazi, it's whatever has happened it may happen. But we will not stay in that state. Ati ukae tu kwa vumbi ilisha kupiga. Let's go. Mimi I've decided this is my family. I'm going to protect it. I'm going to be there for them. And I'm working with my wife up. We are doing great things. And my wife in nuts do, and eventually you look at us and you know that me as the man of the house, I made a decision that this house must stand. These kids must grow to become great. And anyone who wants to fight us, keep doing it. But in the end, just look at what God has achieved through us. And we will not deny this world the gift that we have been
That's
given
true.
just because we want to please people. We will do what we need to do.
Beautiful.
When you want to forgive us, it's a journey. We will forgive, pole pole. We will not drag you, but we'll keep doing the best we can for this nation, for this world, and for our kids. That's it. So, welcome to our life. Welcome to my home. Yeah. That is raw and candid.
So, Doc, the last word before we go.
Well, in case you misunderstand why Hamo's first wife is called Mom, it's because her name is Wamboi and Hamo's mother is Wamboi. So when you hear Jimtai...
And my daughter is Wamboi.
So don't think she's a mother to any one of them. Now they are all partners working for a very important cause. They have 5 children. People who are very close to my heart. And maybe I would want to say, don't wait to sink with mental health issues, right? Speak out. It took Hamo to tell me what is happening in his life, and it took Jemtai to also speak out. It took Wamboi, wherever you are, I know you're seeing me, to tell me what you knew even before you are told. Women are FBIs.
Yeah, say that again.
Yes. And here we are saying a luta continua.
Thank you so much, Doc and Hamo, for being on my channel, guys. Until the next episode of Raw and Candid. I think from there, Doc and Hamo will take it with psychomedy. From me, I'll be coming once in a while.
No, we'll continue. This is a
We'll continue.
This is a beautiful. In
All
fact,
right.
kuna watu walitu reach out for us.
Yeah, people
Wakatuambia-
might say things.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
reached
May
out.
use this.
Kuna watu walisema
yes.
walisema they are couples, they are
Yeah.
going through issues.
Yeah,
and
they
can
want to,
come.
yeah.
So we pray God just give us, bless us with the
Yeah.
direction that this show can take.
Yes.
So that we go
Everything
with
now is allow God to.
Yeah.
You allowed God when you couldn't do anything.
it. Yeah.
You
You
did
were
the
lost.
best.
Yes. Thank you, Doc, so much for having us in your office. And guys, if you're going through something, Ngoja did blow up. Take your time. Come here, kuja lilia hapa. We've done that before. I've been here so many times, guys. Siwezi kuambia how many times. But see God. Until next time, guys. See you. Bye.